Vern's in here. Sherry. Northwest Coast. Kevin. Who else is here? Maxwell Life Journey. How you guys all doing? Let me lower this a bit. Throw that on that little ghetto angle. Kevin says that it's minus 19, 2 a.m. in Winnipeg. They got a lot better bleed right now. I figured Winnipeg would have been colder though.
Yeah, normally it's pretty cold there. You know, we're extra lucky tonight with the almost minus 50.
Yeah, we're living it up here.
Yeah.
I can see palm trees over there sprouting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a polar vortex that we're in here in Calgary. As you guys know, we live in vehicles, so we're all huddled together here like you'd see in the Wild West wagon style setup. As you can see, one of the vans is back there. And yeah, we're huddled together if anything happens with any of the vans, like it has happened. You know, we're feet away from.
Yeah, we got the whole community here.
Yeah. Lynette Kerner, I think that's how it said. It says hi Bruce and friend from Denver, Colorado. How's you guys' weather down there? Dap's Diaries here. How you doing, buddy? Turtle, that's you.
Yeah.
This is Turtle.
Yeah, turtle van, and that's the plan. We'll turn the bus into a turtle.
That's gonna be a cool project, you guys. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, we came up with the idea. It's a little ridiculous, but I like it.
Yeah. So expect to see that bus turn into a turtle through its time.
Yep.
Hey, Alan's here. How you doing, Alan, buddy? What does it mean, David? I don't say mean because it's the first one. How you doing, mean? 3 a.m. in Massachusetts right now, and raining. Oof. Oh wow, you guys are all showing up here. How you doing so late? Mr. Maker's here. Hope you're staying warm. Willie lost his heater blower in his truck. How long are you streaming? Kevin says. I'm not sure, Kevin. We're just gonna let it roll and see what happens here. You know, we're up late anyway because it's just a constant fight with freezing diesel and freezing radiators and everything else. So instead of going, we are taking sleep intervals, you know what I mean? For the most part, it's just during the day when the sun's on our vehicles, so we don't have to panic so much about freezing everything. But for the most part, you know, we're doing okay. Vern's been a huge help here recently with helping us survive out here. Currently with minus 12 wind chills. Wow. Janine, I think that's how it's pronounced. Janine Cook. Hello from West Virginia, U.S. Hello, how you doing? Finally, is it cooling down from 73 degrees here in New Zealand. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's neat, New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Leave from everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It's so
what time
cool.
is it there? It's like
what?
Another.
Yeah, what time is it in New
12 hours.
Zealand?
It's like in the middle of the day or something.
It's 1 a.m. Saturday here in Colorado. Hey, Alberta Betsy's van life. What are you doing up so late, girl? Here had nothing but problems. Freezing 20-pound propane tank bottle with growing. Oh, my thing jumped. Not working with Mr. Buddy. Yeah, right now is killing everything, girl. Is your van still running good and stuff? Like you're able to idle at least? Miss Maker sitting at 22 Fahrenheit. Two sisters. Had no choice but to get a room for my sister. Prince Kitty gas heater's not working. Dang, sorry to hear, Karen. Yeah, it's just killing everything right now. Alberta Betsy freezing. Is your van working, Alberta Betsy? Because I know Willie's in Edmonton as well. Vernon, it's 3 a.m. here. Wow, thank you for still joining us, Vernon. So, yeah, since we're on the topic of Vernon, Vernon decided to help us out and help us survive here a little bit, tonight and for the rest of the cold snap, really. And in doing so, he actually decided to bless us with a little bit of fuel and stuff like that. So we're going tomorrow morning to be going to fill up Chris's bus on propane. And also, I was going to do the first fill because Vern, helped me out with fuel, and then he offered me, some money for fuel, and I figured I'm going to share it with Chris, And he's like, oh yeah, you're going to fill his tank? Well, I'm going to fill his tank too. I was like, alright, well, okay. So you got 2 tanks coming in, brother.
That's beautiful.
Right?
Thank you so much, Renan.
That's awesome, right? So, thank you so much for that, brother. That really helps out.
The cold, you end up burning so much more fuel than you anticipate.
Yeah.
And it just eats fuel.
Speaking of cold, I better fire this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was about time. So you guys will see in an upcoming video, I'm like 4 videos behind right now, maybe in editing, just because I haven't had a chance to really do much with just jumping around. I'll show you guys the setup here in a little bit of how I'm keeping everything alive. But yeah, it's about 3.5, there are 3-4 hours cycles of having your vehicle off and then start it back up so that nothing freezes. Is basically what we're doing right now. And when we can, we're trying to keep our diesel heaters running. Unless you're Crystal behind me in a Jeep with heated blankets, just rocking it.
Trooper.
Minus 50.
Yeah.
Just I text her and she's like, "Oh, I'm doing fine."
It's inspiring.
It is. It really is. Like, you move, my heater goes down in here and it gets a little bit chilly. I'm like, I'm such a wimp. She's back there, no heater, just killing it.
There's a number of blankets. Like I think it's 10 blankets.
Like realistically, we could just crawl into underneath the bed and just ride it out until the morning, but
just wait until spring.
Yeah, but we can even hear Crystal firing up, every 3 or 4 hours just to keep stuff alive too. So, she just has a lot less of a crawl for her to get to her driver's seat with the Jeep. Alberta Betsy, yes, okay. Sorry. Keep running good. Okay. That's good. Keep idling, girl. Keep idling. I once had to idle this van for an entire week straight just to survive. It was absolutely brutal. All bare metal walls, and just all we can do is just keep idling at this point. I'm building my van in my brother's permanent parking lot. Only one extension cord ran from 2nd floor. It's tough because I can't be loud after dark. I feel that, brother. That is definitely a struggle. I built my entire Cutlass at one point in a garage with no power, just running an extension cord from the house. We gotta do what we gotta do, Dave from Red Deer. Howdy, Bruce. It is cold. I'm looking at the forecast right now, and by 8 a.m. we're looking at minus 45 and minus 56 with the windshield.
Yeah.
Might suggest a song for folks going through this. Tell me about it. Minus 56. That's a record even for me.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess this is why we keep idling our vehicles. I've actually got some water right here that we're gonna go out later. I'm gonna show you guys, where we're parked and stuff like that, and give you the lowdown of everything. And while I'm out there, we're gonna see how long it takes to freeze this water. That's gonna be pretty fun. You're very welcome. I just want to make sure you guys stay warm out there. Well, thank you very much, Vernon. You definitely have done that with the amount of heaters and fuel that you've helped us out with, brother. I'm telling you, we're spoiled. You know, if you guys watch back on my videos, my last few winters have been brutal, right? So to be able to, help, because right now Chris's heater is kind of like in and out, like mine's kind of in and out. So we're just kind of vehicle hopping and sticking together to try and ride it tonight. Matt over here in the Ford Transit, he has a S-Bar gas heater, and his fuel tank is inside as well, so he's doing okay. We have a van back here with a Patreon member of mine, BC Beep, we'll call her. But yeah, BC, the girl who helped me with my getting my solar panel. She and her puppy are back there. They also don't really have a heat setup. We're gonna eventually get her set up here soon, but right now we just need to ride out the cold. And yeah, Crystal obviously behind me, so we're hanging out and sticking together. Dave, okay, I got Dave. How much is gas in Calgary? It's 99 cents here. Kevin, where are you two, brother? What is it here?
It's like a buck 29 or something like that.
Yeah, it's about
it's
29, buck
around
30.
there.
Yeah.
You go to Costco, it's cheaper. I think.
Yeah. Thanks to Crystal and I have a Costco membership, but for the distance that it would, and the amount of fuel that it would cost for me to drive to Costco right now, it's just a little easier to run up the hill.
It's the lineup, I think. If you're stuck in line and then
man, I'll burn $10 in that lineup.
you're burning more money in the lineup waiting for the gas. And
we've heard a few Alberta Bound songs, but check out Brian Adams, Alberta Bound. I think I've heard that one. It's talking about dash trade. Easy Life. How you doing, Easy Life? I ordered a diesel heater for BU. Oh yeah, Vernon also ordered a heater for BU Vanlife, so she'll be getting that as well soon. Memory foam turns cold as brick without heat. Yep, absolutely it does. I'm one of those weirdos who really likes a hard bed, so I actually chose the foam. What kind of music do you listen to, Bruce? I listen to a bit of everything, I have subwoofers in my van, so a lot of times when I'm cruising in the van, it's like rock, rap, or some kind of like, bassy music. But I grew up on country, I listen to techno, rock, AC/DC, a little bit of everything really, blues, whatever I'm feeling at the time. What do you listen to?
I like folk music.
Folk music,
I'm not
there you
ashamed
go.
to say it.
No, man, folk music is Newfoundland's like flooded with folk music.
I don't know what it was like spending enough years skiing the Rocky Mountains. Real folky. If you get something that's got too fast a beat, it seems like you're already kind of racing down the mountain. Like, something that's gonna calm you down, right?
You want to come down like a feather, yeah.
Classic rock too. Like anything that's kind of calming, because I used to listen to some pretty fast music doing it, and it just gets you too worked up.
So, I'm in Calgary. Pray for your vehicle that heaters hold up during this cold. So yeah, we've actually have had a battle with heaters, with our diesel fuel gelling up. And I don't usually use conditioners or nothing like that, but tomorrow we're gonna go grab some kerosene, and we're gonna do a like half kerosene, maybe half diesel mixture or something like that to help it from gelling up and stuff like that. Suggest it from Vern, so we're gonna check that out. I say half diesel, half kerosene because right now I filled up my diesel tank, and yeah, it's just cold, so it's taking a long time for it to burn off. And once I get it down enough, then we can add some kerosene. What's your fuel tank looking like for diesel?
Well, it's what the thing is, it's having so much trouble running.
Yeah.
It hasn't been consuming.
Not at all. Yeah.
Starting it constantly and everything. I don't know. It all depends.
You sitting about half right now?
No, I'd say like a third.
Yeah, same. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna try and burn off as much as we can tonight, and then tomorrow top them off with the kerosene and stuff. Freezing my nuts off. Yep, absolutely. We feel that. Hi, Bruce and everyone. Glad to see you are all doing well. We're hanging in there. What was that? The lake you guys were walking on? So that was Ghost Lake. That was Ghost Lake. Very beautiful spot. We actually ended up driving that. You guys will see in the next video. Massachusetts is 5.9 a gallon. I need to get on that gallon to liter conversion because my van's actually an American van, so it's in miles. And even when I drive somewhere, the sign says like so many kilometers to wherever, and I look at my thing and I'm like, I don't know what the math is. My heater is a General Electric from Polar Mobility. Good people there, absolutely. So we did a tour of Polar Mobility. I look forward to going back there sometime and maybe getting one of the general components myself. Get out of this diesel heater game and one day into a gas heater so I can tap my tank. All of that fun stuff. But you know, I've got a fresh diesel heater under my bed, and we're good for a little while yet. So the van nut is in the house. How you doing, brother? So he's just eating Okotoks.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy who made my sticker on the dash.
Yeah.
He's helped. He's been a huge supporter of the channel for a while.
Cool. Okotoks, there was a cold spell where like it dropped down. They got one of the lowest temperatures.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it sits.
How you guys doing there, brother? You staying warm? Vernon, AlbertaBetsy.Vanlife.com. You don't have a wish list. I tried to tell her that as well, Vernon. She needs a wish list. I'm getting this guy on trying to get one too. Just to have, even just for us, you know, it's a little motivating thing. Like he did put a charge controller on his like just private wish list, and within no time we ended up getting that thing, and it's in his van now. And we did a whole diesel heater and power set install in like what was it, like minus 23?
Yeah. Like it was the beginning of the snap.
But 3 guys, 3 hours
Yeah.
in like minus temperatures, and we got a full power system. Like I'm talking like wire from the battery under the hood and everything, like whole power system in minus temperatures. That video will be coming soon. The turtle has a diesel heater now.
Yeah, and it really saved me because that was the limp. That was right as the cold snap started.
Yeah, that was
So
perfect
it's like the
timing.
difference between, I don't know, maybe just running propane, you know, which is, I mean, you got the oven in there, you just kind of run it. But to have the cab heater in, it's that dry heat. It's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to eventually get him some better batteries and such because he's just running off my old burnt out batteries. But you know, they'll run for like 3 to 4 hours, and that's usually how long we take until we start up our vehicles anyway. So the diesel heater, when it's working, is it working right now?
No, I think a big thing is that with that fuel.
The fuel being outside, as soon as it comes, so like we've got our tanks on the inside, but the fuel still has to go outside in the line to go up underneath. Sorry, you guys. What happened there? Can you guys see me now? Hello. Okay, I can see you guys. So I'm looking at my laptop right now, so I can make sure that I don't, you know, miss connection or something like that. Let's get it. So Chris just jumped out right quick to go try and fire up his diesel heater again, and maybe even start his fan up. So we'll see. But yeah, Chris right now has my old subwoofer batteries, and they're a bit toasted, but they last long enough to, you know, do our 3-hour cycle. I just have to say thank you for having such a loving, kind soul. The way you help others around you is inspiring. Well, thank you very much. You know, it comes from people helping me, right? And also my dad rose me up to help others. He's always done the same with my friends growing up, no one was ever hungry or without a place to stay. So it's kind of moved on towards me. Moved on through me. That's frozen solid,
yeah.
dude. Look at this.
And it only takes us like a split second. Yeah.
Wow.
And then once it's frozen, to get it thawed, it just takes forever.
Right.
This was cold, though.
Who are your subs on YouTube? A lot of names, brother. That is a lot of names. Or do you mean who am I subbed to on YouTube? The van that liked the video. Thank you, brother. Alberta Betsy. Okay, I'm falling right behind on the chat, you guys. Let me jump right up. Wow, it jumped fast. Can we give a shout out and a bit of love and try to do something for a truly homeless folk? This is brutal beyond comprehension for them. I pray for their lives. Absolutely, you know. At these times, we need to get. I suggest to as many people as possible, you know, try and get indoors in any kind of sort of way. I have an army cot right now. Chris is using it for his bus, but most times I keep it open for times like this for people that need to just sleep on my floor. You know, I don't care what it is. Get out of the cold. How are you staying warm? Alberta Stella, how you doing? So right now, hey, I got another Patreon member. I can see it on this phone. Thank you very much. I'll send you a message later on. How are you staying warm? So right now I have a diesel heater running. Right now I'll show you guys in a little bit. It's actually looped to be keeping itself alive. So yeah, it's that kind of cold. Also I have the van running as well. Let's check on this. So every so often we start our vehicles to make sure that the radiator doesn't freeze. You guys will see in an upcoming video that my radiator was sounding like an absolute blender, and a tractor as well. It sounded like it was running on like 2 cylinders, I swear. He was parked in front of me.
I woke up in the bus, I'm like, what's that noise? It didn't sound like anything I ever heard. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is that? I'm like, trying to think of everyone's vehicle, like who it could be.
Right? Oh, it was so bad. Chris.
We were turning it over like crazy, the bus the other night.
I know, it was bad.
Yeah.
We had to hook Chris's bus up to booster cables the other day and just try and start. I got a whole video. I've been filming a lot lately, so you guys are about, 4 or 5 videos back from me right now.
Yeah, it turned over well, but then it never started because of the cold. And that's rare because it usually. I mean, you were even saying like how when I turn the key, it just kind of lights up usually.
Oh yeah, the propane just turns on right now.
But all bets are off when it's minus 1,000,000 degrees. So.
Wow, you're late, Bruce. It's 3. Yeah, it's very late here because it's very cold and it's kind of not worth sleeping at night in a sense, because at minus 50 everything just wants to turn off and die. So yeah, we're just riding out tonight and sleeping during the day. This cold snap seems to only be lasting like a week or 2. Or
it's gonna be
a week and a half or something.
Realistically, like Tuesday is when we're gonna see something.
Yeah, so we can last until then. And like I mentioned earlier that we're sleeping during the day for the most part when the sun comes up, so we don't have to worry about our radiators freezing and all of that stuff. Starlink is shaking with cold and stopped. So the Starlink actually has a heat mode, which is really cool, and I try and keep that little guy warm. So aloha from the 808 state, 10:18 p.m. and 65 degrees, and I'm cold. Don't talk about cold.
Yeah, it's another level.
This is another level over here. Yeah.
It dries your
Right here.
eyeballs out. That's how cold it is.
Yeah. Hey, Deps is back. Wicked. I thought I was cold at 20, but that's nothing compared to what you guys are living with. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Like, to hop out and like jump into another vehicle, not so bad, but to, be in it for any extent is pretty dangerous. I'll take you guys out later, because my live stream right now is on my phone, so I'm able to kind of mobily move around. I'm going to show you guys the diesel heater setup as well in a little bit. I just wanted to get through a couple comments and see how you guys are all doing. How long does the winters last? Forever. What does winter usually last? Like, 5, 6 months?
Yeah.
Last winter's polar vortex was brutal. Seemed like it lasted like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
This one, I think we're gonna get off lucky, and maybe a week or two, or a couple of scattered ones in between.
We could get lucky and see a Chinook here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Calgary's really good for Chinooks. They roll in and it warms the place up pretty good.
Yeah.
Vernon says, Betsy, make a wish list and put stuff on there you need. You heard it, girl. Get at it. And Webb, hey Bruce, good to see you. Good to see you on the chat as well. Easy life. What's for dinner? I got a Monster Energy to keep me awake for the rest of the night. That's what's on the menu for dinner tonight. Maybe we'll run up later and get some like JBCs and Wendy's.
Junior bacon cheeseburger.
Can't go wrong with one of them.
No.
Minus 40. That's Alberta for you. Absolutely. Yeah. They call it the Badlands for a reason. And we're joking. Have you used the new mini stove? You.
Oh, the stove. Yeah.
Me or him? Because I gave him mine and I got another one.
I'm cooking with it for a video I'm making.
There you go. We're getting Kristen to making some
yeah.
videos. Wow, I got another Patreon member.
Yeah, it's exciting. The idea of making videos. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from watching other people's videos.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I've been using the editing software, and yeah, it takes a lot of time.
It definitely does.
Like
yeah. If you need any tips, man, let me know.
Yeah.
Like Corey and Willie, I just literally I edited an entire video with them just over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Right, and it just helps you pick up little tricks and tips and stuff like that.
I was making some nature videos before, and I was using the same software, so I've got an idea. But I think a big thing is just always taking footage, because you tend to forget when you're working on stuff to bust the camera out.
Oh, always, yeah. I'm so bad for that.
I think I saw those seats in the bus, and I was like, that would have made a good video, because I turned it into the bed frame and everything. And I can't hold the Sawzall on a camera at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I got that head mount and a chest mount camera.
Yeah.
So the shaky Canadian Tire clip, I just wanted to test what it would be like to be in public with a camera on me. So I just stuck it in my pocket here. It wasn't on my chest. I actually have a chest mount camera that I'll use next time to keep it a little more sturdy. Hi, that was me joining your Patreon. Thank you for being you. Enjoy your content. Love the water freezing experiment. Thank you. Stick around and we'll be doing it. Bruce, do you have antifreeze in your radiator? I do. I have some. I'm not sure of the mixture actually, Vernon. It's been a long time since I even looked at it. I do top it up every now and then when it gets a little bit low, but it usually doesn't go low too often. Mostly during the summertime when it tries to overheat on me. But. And how come Chris is private wish list? How come he does not? So we are making him a public wish list. It's just I gotta walk him through kind of how you set it up on YouTube and such.
Because I'm computer illiterate.
Yeah,
That's,
he's right there with me. You know, like we're all learning in this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you need to do it on either a laptop or the browser. Basically, you can't do it off of the app. So it's a little. If you don't know that, it took me like 4 months to figure that out. So. We'll get that set up for him very soon, there, Vern. Okay, now come down. They say Tuesday it's warming up back up.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Let's hope for that. Oh god, it's cold there. Stay safe. We're trying. What do you mean? What do you think of those magnetic oil pan heaters? You know, I haven't had much experience with them. You know, I in the race car community, I know a lot of people use them just to keep, you know, to pre-warm their oil before they go on the track and stuff like that. Personally, I haven't had much experience with them, but I would imagine any of these kind of temperatures, anything would help. What it would come down to is powering it, and if you're a self-sufficient vehicle dweller, unless you have the power system in the back, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But I do know that Mark's paint guy, he set up where he had his block heater, his trickle charger for under the hood battery, and something else all plugged into one cord where he could do it all from his back batteries. Very genius. I have not yet figured that out, but I'm sure he'll share his secrets with us one of these days. Currently minus 28. Southeast Montana, expecting to drop at daybreak. Wow, that's pretty cool for you guys. Did Bruce end up reconnect? Got it. Okay. Does everybody? I don't know if you guys heard that last comment I answered about drifting on the pond. You know, you'll have to see in the video. So. Does everyone in your community have a diesel heater? No. Crystal behind me in a Jeep. She does not have a diesel heater and she lives in a Jeep. She idles her van every so often. I gave her a heated blanket. I believe that came from Corey. And then I got another one from Copper Vixen, and right now she has that one as well. So she's kind of double layered with electric blankets and stuff, such. I text her often, and she's just like, "No, I'm fine in here. We'll go check on her." She'll open her window, and it's just like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like she's living in the Bahamas in her Jeep. I don't understand. Oh my god, that chat just jumped on me. Been waiting to take the Vanlife plunge for years now. Any advice on getting started? Just, I don't know. Just do it. You know, there's no really way to get started. I've kind of done it both ways, where I've jumped into a vehicle and just done it. And then I've also planned and tried to build a vehicle out before living in it. And I can personally say that jumping into it is a lot more fulfilling, I guess you'd say. You know, because you get the experience of now, and you get to feel it where you want everything. As you guys seen with my build, like I'm after building this thing in like 7 different ways. And that's one thing I know Chrome preaches, is to live in your vehicle before you build it out, so you can feel it where you want stuff. And that advice is kind of rung true for a lot of people. Just do lives, no editing, repost for more views. Honestly, live stream nervous. If I'm being quite honest, just a lot of reading for me. I like video editing and video creation. You know, I get to tell a story about what happened in my day. I get to reflect on what happened that day. And I am this year trying to really film a lot more than normally. Like right now, you guys are 5 videos behind before you get to see this polar vortex stuff that's going on, and the polar vortex minibus diesel heater install. But yeah, I do enjoy the editing, so I don't mind that it takes a little bit of time. I'm wondering if this Starlink is not cold. I bet you it is. So like I said, the diesel heater does have a heating option. Yeah, well, so right now we're sitting at like 30 megabits per second or something, whatever that's called. So we're gonna turn the heat option on right now. It does pull a lot more power, but in these temperatures, you know, like we were just talking about, everything needs heat. Hello, big hugs from MN, Bruce Vanlife. Stay warm, man. Thank you, Steph Van Dan. We're trying, brother. We're trying. You're brave. I admire what I want. I have a van, but I'm living in it permanently. I barely drive it, actually. Maybe build it this summer. Everybody does it at their own rate, you know. I know a woman right now who owns a motorhome, who eventually is going to be coming, like hopefully, maybe living in it, if not doing long haul camping trips and lots of road trips. So everyone gets in it for their own reason. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. Man, that the cold hurts my joints today. I feel that. I can only imagine how you feel, brother. Watching from Western Australia. Where are you? We are in a heat wave. Dang it, you want to adopt me or what? Shit, I go to a heat wave right now. Tuesday will be the end of the polar vortex. Hopefully. Karen Shields, Bias, how come you aren't bundled under a poop lid of blankets?
Yeah, well, I think even when I'm sleeping in the cold, once you get to a certain number of blankets, she's right. Like,
yeah, oh, absolutely. Once you get under the blankets, you're fine.
Yeah, that's what Crystal's doing right now. Even with,
yeah.
But you just don't leave, and then when you get up, get up all at once. Like, do it.
Just get up and do it.
Yeah, do it all at once as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
Because there's no going back. It's not like, you know, you're in an apartment or even a well-heated van. You're like, oh, I get up and I'll do something, I'll jump back into bed. Once you lose that body heat, you're not jumping back into the covers. It's just put your clothes on and start moving as quickly as possible.
Vernon asks, the girl in the Jeep, how come she doesn't have a diesel heater? Because we've been looking at her Jeep and there's no really way to install a diesel heater. She wants to go to Willie Wynn and Ruth Wynn and get a gas one from Polar Mobility. But it's just the simple fact of her Jeep not having really room in any part of the floor. So we're gonna have to get creative with that one and do a little more thinking. So right now she just has the heated blankets and she's rocking it. But eventually she will get something. It's stinking hot. Starlink is freezing. Yeah, I think so. So I got the heat cycle on right now for it. So that should speed it up a little bit. And I've filmed a bit of this as well, doing like tests with Starlink in different locations. Sitting at 113, just from heating it. Right, it's cold out here, you guys. Everything. Remember, Bruce, you have the power. I have the power, Vernon. But I gotta say, like, even with the 2 batteries, Vernon, the Starlink can definitely pull it down. What I find pulls everything down more, though, I gotta say, is my laptop. I didn't expect them. My laptop pulls probably more than the Starlink and my diesel heater running. You know, my diesel heater starting up is like 150. But yeah, with the heat sink on the Starlink and all of that stuff, she can pull. She can pull. Hugs to Turtle Step in.
Yeah, I saw that. Really, I'm blown away by the community that Vanlife has.
Is there a fingerprint on my thing? Let me check it. Fine, you got me looking. It could be possible, you never know. Could be possible. Double JBC, good value. Yeah, I love double JBCs, man. JBC cheeseburgers.
Dirty cheeseburger. I love it.
I think most of Austria is in a heat wave, as it was 35 degrees Celsius. Wow, beauty. See, that's my kind of temperatures, honestly. That's where I'm comfortable. I gotta try and keep my van like above 35 at all times if possible, but right now we're dealing with what we can take. Hang on heaters. What? Hang the heater on the outside bin. Yeah, we could definitely do that, for sure. I guess I'm just getting creative with it and figuring out what works best for her. How many subscribers do you need for a sponsorship? I don't think it's about subscribers so much as the companies just being interested in my channel. I've had a few companies reach out, you know, not for sponsorships, but product reviews. And that's basically where they just send me the product for free, and then I do a review on it. One of those that I have taken on is a company called Oxbeam. Guy Simon reached out to me. If you're watching this, Simon, I do have your Oxbeam kit. I love it, and the video will be coming right after this Polar Vortex. Also, I've gotten a battery as well to do a product review on, but no sponsorships yet. If all goes well, you know, maybe me and Oxbeam might do something, which would be really cool. But nothing, you know, written in stone, as they say yet. How you getting on there, Skipper? I see Sanoofy in the chat. The less you move, as in moving, in the video frame, the less data to move. Oh, okay. Well, I got it up on a tripod right now, and it's right next to my Starlink modem, so we should be pretty good. Does Turtle have a channel? Yes, Turtle has a channel. It's Turtle Van, so you can check him out. I did a post about him in my community section of the channel. You can check it out. How cold is it in the van? So I have a temperature stat right here, and it says like 16 degrees Celsius, I think. That's what they say. Which, if you guys know me, that's why I'm wearing this. Hugs to everyone, time to sleep. Have a good night, Step Van Dan.
Yeah.
From Gander, live in Leduc. Nice. Movies everywhere. Hi Bruce, I saw a guy hang a diesel heater on the outside of his truck topper with his nose ran through the window, and it worked for him. Yeah, I've seen a lot of different diesel heater ways of installing them. I've installed them in a lot of different ways as well. But Crystal's just, you know, just specific on where she wants her diesel heater. That's all. And right now, she's pretty comfortable with her heated blankets and stuff. And if she's handling it now, then she's thinking, why do I need to spend the extra expense when she's, you know, perfectly comfortable? You should do biking videos, maybe get an electric bike sponsorship like Chrome. He doesn't even he doesn't even ride them. He used to ride bikes, and he still rides bikes a nice bit, but it'd be really cool to get an e-bike sponsorship for sure. Then the chest and the head mount camera and the stuff like that would come in handy. I do have 2 bikes, and I'm going to be repairing them for spring and ripping around on those guys pretty good now that I have the gear to film it. So, this guy likes skiing and stuff, so if you guys would like to check out some skiing and nature videos, go check his channel out as well. You should... Not in minus 50, not many heaters will run outside. Yeah, exactly. Mine's inside with me, and my fuel tank's inside with me, and it's still struggling to stay alive, so. Where are your bikes? So my friend that allows me to use his address for people sending stuff or me getting stuff from my Amazon, he has a garage, and my bikes are in that garage right now. Just subbed to you, Chris, for some reason. When I heard your channel is named Turtle, my brain went straight to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
See?
It's working!
But see, then there's like, you know, trademarks and stuff, right? So
Right.
I'm going to make it look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but without actually, like, you know,
having your own swing on it.
The bus has a T on it for Thomas, is the maker. But they didn't put Thomas, they just put a T in an insignia of a bus, so I'm going to fill it out with Turtle.
That's going to be sweet.
We get the whole idea.
Dude, you know what? The van that could probably even make you just sticker up, no problem. That's the one, like I said, you made my sticker.
The idea, like, it just kind of came to us. Mr. Blur and Bruce and I were all hanging out, and it was like, oh, it looks like a turtle. You know, when you look at the bus, it has that shell on the top, right?
The turtle.
And I said, well, it's weird, but it's wildly creative, so I figured, I'll go with it.
My bike is frozen, lol, and I have a new scooter coming in a few days. Like, I can use it now. That's exactly why I put my bikes in storage for right now, because ain't nobody using a bike in minus 50 right now. That's badass. Generators. Chris has been talking about getting a generator as well. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting a generator. The Honda ones are nice and quiet usually, but also like a generator, like anything else that's outside in minus 50, eventually you're gonna have to take it in and warm it up. Or when it's off, especially, we've seen one guy with his generator just sitting outside there. Yeah, I mean, if that thing's not warmed up at least at some point.
Never gonna start.
Never gonna start it. You're gonna snap your cord. Can't find Turtle Band. So look on my community section of my channel, and I posted his channel before it was Turtle. But the link should still work to go to his channel. The girl in the Jeep will choose a buddy heater. No, she doesn't like the buddy heaters. The propane heaters, she figured, especially in such a small space, is not exactly safe for her. The headliner is very close to everything, and there wouldn't be very much room for ventilation. Green tourist bus in the 70s ran from Seattle to San Francisco, layered in carpet and pillows, no seats, and it was like riding a magic carpet. That's so cool. Imagine giving turtle rides in the bus.
Yeah, I think, it's going to draw a lot of attention.
Oh yeah. Right, but, if we decide to keep this van, I'm still undecided. We have a bit to do this week after the cold snap, and then all will be, we will figure it all out. But if we do decide to go with that, I'm gonna go pretty bold with this van as well next spring. Couldn't keep my buddy heater going in it. Yeah, because propane, when it gets extremely cold out, propane doesn't like to run. When my diesel heater first shut off, instantly I was like, it's fuel freezing. So what I did was, I went out with this guy burning, and I put him underneath my van in the area of my diesel heater fuel lines. Don't recommend it, it's not a good idea, but my fuel lines were like a candy cane. Is the only way I can describe it. If you were to like even kind of try and move it, everything's snapping. So I just put it underneath there, kind of in the general area, and just kind of heated up that area of the van. And every like 2 minutes, I had to go out and turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, because the cold was just killing the propane. Just an example of what the cold does to it. I think the buddy heater comment was for two different kind of buddy. Buddy heaters are too moist. Yeah, propane is very moist as well. Thanks, Bruce. I found him through yours. Nice.
Yeah, I updated the handle.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've forgotten. You can change the name, but you still have to change the handle as well. So, I'm learning this interview.
Hey, Jason Kelly's here. On my rig, I do solar, and also I do wind power. What's up, everybody? Hey, Bruce. Hope you are staying warm. Holy butt ass cold outside. 8 degrees here in Washington. Hope you're staying warm, brother. Hit the like, folks. Thank you. How did you find him? So go to my channel in the community section, and you can see all of the posts. And Chris's channel's in one of those posts. What was your channel called before Turtle?
Oh, it was like my name in Gaelic.
Yeah, so it's very confusing.
I had to change it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was myself, and that was like April. But I updated everything to Turtle Van, so
Yeah.
I think it should take.
It's literally that cold, folks. My Starlink's freezing up. Okay, back though. Bruce, can you send Chris's wish lists on Patreon? So he hasn't really built his wish list yet. We still have to do a bit of stuff into it. We'll probably get at that tonight after the live stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll try and get it out to you as soon as I can there, Brandon. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bruce, I saw your water pump. I have in. I'm gonna plug this phone in just so I can't see the. Hang on. Don't drop the phone. Don't drop the phone. Don't drop the audience, man. Oh, no, we know she won't turn off on us. What was the question? Right of water.
Bless you.
Thank you. I saw the water pump you have for $5 2 weeks ago. I have put PC Oh, okay. There's armor flyer. Not sure what you mean. Creaky saver. I'm not sure what you mean, brother. First under the community. A wave heater work in a wave heater work in a Jeep. It might work in a Jeep. But honestly, you guys, like we've tried to get her set up with some kind of heating source, and the only thing she took from us was the electric blankets. She's an absolute champ, that woman. Is there a tour of the bus or what we just saw in Bruce's video? So you guys can check out I might do a little tour of Chris's bus, but also Chris is gonna do a tour of his bus and start putting a video so you guys can check it out in his channel. I like the idea of wind power. Yeah, me as well. I like the idea of wind power. Especially here in Alberta, we could probably use it. But honestly, for me, like even just setting up and taking down the Starlink dish is going to be a real nuisance for me. Now, mind you, I don't have a ladder right now, so I've got to climb up my hood or my door and slip and slide all the way to the back, avoiding solar panels, in order to get to the Starlink spot. But you know, it is what it is. I am heading off to bed. Thank you for joining us, BU Vanlife. I hope you're having a great night. Stay warm. Did you turn on the Starlink heater located under? Yes, I did turn on the Starlink heater, and it brought us from 30 megabits per second to a whopping 157. So it does work. Copper Vixen, what are you doing up? I was wondering about the wind power, how feasible with mobile. I'm wondering also, Copper, like, so if we had wind power, right, and we're cruising on the highway to about 100, 110, right, that puppy turbocharged or what? I'm just asking, you know.
Well, like they have the Coleman ones, and I was gonna put one on the bus. They're AC, obviously, I guess, because they'll be spinning and generating electricity down there.
Right? So, I mean, if you crank that puppy as fast as she can go.
Yeah, and they're little plastic ones. Like, I've seen them over here at the Canadian Tire, and I guess even just as a passive source of electricity, it wouldn't be the worst. I mean, if it doesn't spin itself to death, because Alberta's really windy.
It is very windy.
Like, we have days with the 100k winds, and I don't know how well they hold up. I think I'll look into it before I pick one up and see how terrible they are. And then you got to point it in the direction the wind's coming from, which changes your...
Yeah. So I guess driving would be kind of the best if it can keep up.
Yeah.
Just hook her up to like a V8 alternator, right?
I'll check some reviews on it, because I mean, I've seen it on the shelf there. So.
Wind power is go if there is no sun. So what I've also found out is that Matt, Mr. Blur, with his 100-watt solar panels, is kicking my butt with my 200-watt solar panels. He has two 100-watt panels. I have two 200-watt panels. He lays his up against his hood or up against his bumper during the day, pulls in twice, 3 times, 4 times the amount of power that I do. Mine are laying flat. I know right now during the wintertime we get less sun, but maybe we'll figure out some kind of angling mechanism. Today I actually parked angled up on a curb, and I pulled in a lot more power than usual. Bruce, the wind, will you get the magnet mount? So when you're driving, you can take it off. Yeah, I also have the magnet mounts for the Starlink on my wish list as well. I'm gonna give them a shot. I still would obviously strap everything down. I'm just a stickler for that. I don't like having anything close to being loose anywhere. So if you ever see anything on my van that looks like it's loose, most times it's really strapped down. I always say, like, I like to have the comfortability. If a cop ever pulls me over, I can just tell him, like, you know what, if you can kick something off my vehicle, you can give me a ticket. I attach 50-pound magnets to the Starlink mount. Cool. I think that's what the kit comes with. Oh man, this thing's rocking right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to show you guys what's going on with the diesel heater, DC charger. And power tool might provide a lot more vibration if attached to the van. My van misfires on like 2 cylinders anyway, so I get a lot of vibrations going on most times. Oh, Bianca Moore. I didn't know how to pronounce that. Why? I don't understand. It's the back of the Pacific Mall. Yeah, yes, I know where the
Pacific
Bianca Moore
Place.
is. Yeah. I'm not sure how much stock they have. Yeah, the water pump, right. Yeah. So, it's always good to have a backup of these. I usually keep 1 or 2 of them on me. I recently just gave our friend Corey, retired firefighter, one as well, with a jug. I had 2 of them, and it was just kind of being cluttered for me. He had the room, and it's always good to share. Has anyone mounted and used feedback on the wind power? Yeah, if you guys have used the wind power stuff, let me know, please. If you don't make it into the live stream and you're watching this later on, please drop it into the comments. You know, how's your wind power doing, and can you drive with it? Do we turbocharge it? You know, what's going on here? And if we put it on a land speed car, right? Can we power like a house or something? You never know. Same as solar. So we got this like bright idea, right? So if you got a solar panel like mine and they're mounted flat, what if you had a mirror or a magnifying glass? Instead of angling your solar panels, you could just use the, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff to try out. We're gonna either burn ourselves down or we're gonna be geniuses, I'm telling you.
1 of 2 ways this could go.
1 of 2 ways this could go. And I can't think of anything that can go wrong. Not a single thing. On Starlink, the video on Starlink, there are videos out there on how to DUI make it. Yeah, I know there's a lot of videos on Starlinks and stuff. That's why I don't really like doing instructional videos, you guys. You know, somewhere out there, there's someone doing stuff absolutely the proper way with every proper tool in a shop and something like that. But right now, I'm not doing stuff the proper way. I'm doing stuff the way that makes stuff happen for right now. And it's temporary, full-time stuff. So, it's last. One day we'll do everything the proper way. Well, late as casual, but hello, but hey, Shelly Walsh, how you doing? This thing's freezing up again. I got the heat cycle on, man, I swear to God. The cover fiction, there are all kinds of information on YouTube on wind power. Thank you, Jason Kelly. I'm definitely going to be looking into that myself. I want to know, can we turbocharge a wind-powered thingy? What will disable itself while functioning? So what I've read on it, Tim, is that I can drive up to 15 kilometers an hour, I think it's set on there, without it disconnecting from the satellite, or having reconnect to another one very quickly and whatnot. I don't intend on, testing that too much. I have driven around here and there just giving boosts and stuff with my Starlink on the roof. I do have it strapped and wedged under a piece of my roof rack, the Starlink legs. So it's pretty sturdy up there, but still always risky. I did see a truck with a mobile Starlink unit though on the roof, and I thought that was freaking sweet. But I mean, for the most part, like, I don't need that much. Is it currently snowing or just cold? Cold. Like it's weird. It's like a cold fog. Like it's so cold it's foggy. We're gonna go out there in a few minutes and check it out. You made me yawn. Should I look more? I should look more. Until this moment, I thought it was pretty a radical idea. Find comfort knowing there are more like-minded folks. Absolutely. You know, a lot of people that I see that are getting into van life for the first time or new to a build or whatnot, it's not even about helping a lot of the times. It's just giving them the comfort to know that they can do it or that somebody has done it before, or having some advice on like, okay, well, I blew up doing this, so you don't want to do that. And that's basically what my channel is about, you know. I push stuff that people say you shouldn't do and do them, and, you know, I'm fine. I don't recommend anything I do on my channel. There should be a warning on every single one of my videos, but I'm just hoping people will use common sense to know that I'm just out here living, right? This is not a learn how to live in a van channel. This is just a vlog of my life. And the technical term is cold as balls.
Yeah, that is a technical term.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the turtles into the chat.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, you guys. Hit the chat up with turtles. I haven't even checked how many people are in here right now. 56 in the chat right now. 57 likes. We're doing good, y'all. We're doing good. I'm in Calgary, and I am in Calgary and won't take my garbage out. I have, yeah. I'm telling you, it's super cold out here. Is Chrome different away from the camera? You know, I get this question a lot, and in ways sometimes we are. Like, you know, we can be a little more enthusiastic on camera. I'm even like that myself. When most people meet me in person, I'm a pretty calm guy, like I'm talking right now, you know. But for the most part, yeah, he's a pretty genuine, awesome guy, you know. Actually, I posted a short on Patreon. You guys will see it tomorrow morning. And it was about waking up in -50, you know, my radiator being frozen. And literally as soon as I posted that, I put my phone down, went over to my laptop, and my phone was ringing. I look over, Vancity Vanlife? What? Our boy called me just to make sure we were doing all right, and also to, you know, see if we were still staying over here, being cold like this. He said he was -9 that morning, and he was cold, so. I did see in his video he put on pants, which is a strange thing, so he must be getting cold over there. Turtle, 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 look at all the turtles!
Yeah,
Look at all the
blowing up
turtles!
with turtles.
Rocket boys!
I don't know how I'll explain myself. Like, people be like, you drive a turtle. And I say, yeah.
Well, you can't get tickets, because if someone leaves you a ticket, go fight them in court.
I
Be like,
guess,
listen.
you can't put a ticket on a turtle.
Yeah.
You know, you can't park
He
that
wasn't
turtle.
stopped, he was... Have you never seen a turtle?
Exactly, yeah.
Come
Slow and
on.
steady wins the race.
Turtle power!
Yeah, turtle power. It's just...
Shelly Walsh, I'm currently looking at an 84 E150 camper van. Having mobile mechanic check it out for me. It'll be a project but fun. Nice! That's always fun, getting a new project. Totally off grid. That's awesome, Jason Kelly. Shoo! Turtle power!
Yeah. Go green.
Alright, you guys. So let's show you guys what we got going on here with the diesel heater setup. I'm gonna hang on to you. Hang on. Hold on now. Might get a bit dizzy. Enough from the Canadian Tire video. Everybody got dizzy, so hang on. I'll move a little bit slowly. So right now, as you guys can see, I got you on a laptop, so I'm reading your comments. How you guys all doing? So right here, we've got a hose going down to my fuel filter, and then it's kind of broken off because it's been a big experiment throwing it in a bunch of different spots. But yeah, it's broken off and it's kind of pulling in a little bit of air right here, and then it's venting out the hot air here near the fuel filter. That hot air is going near the tank in order to keep my diesel nice and warm, because once it goes through the lines outside, it just freezes almost instantly. So yeah, we got this. I got a little slit here for me. Over here, I've got a shoelace and the fuel line right here. And the shoelace is basically to keep it like kind of away from the slit that I cut back here, but also like keep it close at the same time so it blows on it. I want to keep that fuel as warm as possible. Big shout out to Mr. Blur for hooking me up with this no-code 10 amp charger, so I can now plug into a building. I also have one of those house plugs that I'll be putting on the outside of the van once it's not a minus a million outside. But yeah, that's what's going on there. And yeah, that hose has really been coming in handy. I'm gonna have to get another one of those because this one is tore up right now. Yeah, that's what's going on there, man. You guys wanna go outside? Hey, you guys wanna go outside minus 50 or whatever it is here right now? If you guys wanna go outside, let's see a bunch of turtles in the chat. How about that? Feeling the love. What's your hydro setup like, Jason Kelly? What time is it there? Oh, we're seeing turtles. What time is it now?
Oh, 2:14
2:14 a.m. here right now. Aaron Blood wants to go outside.
Yeah,
if we go outside, we'll get to see the turtle bus.
You know, I would have boiled some water because I've seen people online doing it, like throwing it up in the air and it evaporates.
Hey, but
then my water froze, so then I can't even boil it because it's frozen in the bottle.
I still got this
still
one.
got some liquid because it was in here. Yeah, it wouldn't take long out there.
Come on, you guys, we want to go outside?
Yeah.
Let's see the turtles in the chat. How many people we got in here? 62 people in the chat. Come on, let's see some turtles. You know what, 10, 15 turtles, and we'll go outside. How about that?
That's why it's not moving. They're cold-blooded, right? It's so cold. It just sits there. You know? It's too cold for reptiles right
Hey,
now.
Christina Mann's here. We're surviving. Where there's a creek that runs it. That sounds nice, Jason Kelly. Oh wow, look at the turtles.
Yeah.
Van Nut just blowing it up with the turtles. Lady Buckaroo. Only if you do it safely. Nice. Alright, you guys, I guess we're going inside. Let's unplug you right here. Okay. I'll scoot past.
It really takes the wind out of you when you get out.
Oh, it does. That's right. It takes the wind right out of you. Ooh. So I'm gonna. Oh wow! Look at Vernon with the turtles. Alright, we're going inside.
I'm gonna put my jacket on real fast.
Alrighty. Go, go, go! Get a jacket on! Get a jacket on! Ow! Alright, you guys. So right here, minus 50. Look. Okay, this. If you don't believe me how cold it is, look. That's from my exhaust. Okay, that's an icicle right to the ground. I haven't been here that long. Alright, so that's the kind of cold temperatures we're dealing with here. It is brutal. So here's Crystal in her Jeep. She's rocking it. Matt over here, he's rocking it. Oh, I paused for a second because I almost didn't see Matt's heater blowing. And this is a Patreon member of mine. She's new to the clan. I'm gonna clean up the screen. Hang on, everybody. There we go. Look at the difference. yeah, she's new to clam, so we're just keeping an eye on her, making sure her and her puppy stay warm. And here's the turtle boss. The turtle! Woo! Oh, buddy, it's so cold out here. Ah!
Yeah, it's definitely
Woo!
starting to hit you, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's starting to hit.
I love it. I go into the vehicle. It's like some lost frozen spaceship out in space. You know, it's so cold in there right now.
So this is the, if you guys have been following from earlier, this is the Thomas T thing that he was mentioning. And he wants to get turtle van to go right on there, which would be really cool.
We're just missing the turtle.
Just missing the turtle. That's it. That would be sweet. Our friend Joel also hooked him up with some reflective insulation for his windows. It's coming a huge, like, big handy. Okay, let's hop back in.
Yeah,
This is way too cold to be out here chilling. Oh my god, look at the turtles in the chat. Woo! Oh wait, I forgot the water.
It hurts the skin.
It hurts the skin.
And the eyeballs too.
It hurts
It
everything.
hurts everywhere.
Oh my god. Are you turtling up for the turtle club?
Yeah.
I like the turtle. I like the turtle. So yeah, like you guys seen from my exhaust, if you guys can see in the dark, it is wildly cold there.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I've still got the heat thing onto the Starlink, so just so you guys. Oh yeah, we're like 160 megabits per second, so
Flying.
flying.
The shrinkage you get in the cold. Oh my god. You see? You take something innocent like turning your bus into a turtle, and that's what you get from it.
That's the best turtle
That's
comment
good,
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. You know, it's at minus 50, why not? You know, and like.
Shrinkage is real, folks.
Yeah. I mean, you can't feel anything out there.
Don't
so
make
I
fun of
guess,
the turtle.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh. You know what? I wonder. Chris, why don't you take this and just hold it out the window?
Yeah, it won't take long, but my hand might fall off.
My hand might fall off.
But I got good mitts. I could hold my hand out there with a mitt.
You got mitts?
Yeah, if you give me 1 second.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
grab one of them.
Okay, Chris is gonna try holding on to the water bottle.
Because my
See
hand
how
has
long it
got
takes to
water in it
freeze
too,
inside.
and it's...
Okay, so maybe we get his mitts. I have a vinyl cutter. I don't have the right vinyl to turtle. His bus gets bigger. The fan nut is his bus gets bigger in the morning. It's funny because we were trying to come up with names for his channel, and one of the names I suggested was Turtle and a Half Shell. Or Turtle and a Half Bus or something.
Alright.
Hey, you guys all ready for this?
See, these are the...
Yeah, he's got goo gloves. I call them Bernie gloves.
Yeah, I use them for skiing, and they got goose down in them. The cobra chicken.
Alright, you guys, we're going in. Chris has got his hand out the window right now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I need to get a flash of some kind. Hang on, everybody. I'm gonna use my other phone. A flash. Ooh. I wonder if you open the lid.
Yeah.
Come on, do the thing that we seen on the internet.
What's that? Throw it up in the air? I think it come down as ice cubes or something.
Something like that. Let me try pouring a little bit out.
It might like go solid as we pour. I don't know. It's been in the.
All baloney, I think. All baloney.
Yeah. Here, I'll hold it for a bit. We'll see what happens.
There
I
you
might
go.
be able to pour an icicle.
Yeah. See what's happening here, right? Is it's making a mockery of us, right? So really, it's not even minus 50 out here. It's plus 25. This is all AI snow that we created.
Yeah, it's a green screen.
It's a green
The whole
screen.
thing is
The whole thing is green screen. It's taking a minute to cool down, though.
Well, it was in here, so it's.
It's plus as hot as it can get.
If you took a bottle of water out of a fridge and then did it.
Or I wonder if the hot water is better for cooling. I'm not too sure. That kind of water don't freeze. I know, right? What the heck kind of water is this? What have I been drinking?
Wait a second, this is vodka.
Wait a second, this is vodka. If it froze, you would be a legend. Oh, he's working on
my
it.
hands out here. It really shouldn't take long. Like you
Yeah.
said on the news, like 60 seconds to frostbite.
Yeah.
I took a walk to the Walmart, and the tip of my nose, like you could feel it.
Dude, you could actually see your nose earlier.
Oh no,
It was
really?
a little bit red, yeah.
I might have. Yeah, it got close.
Fire water.
Fire water doesn't. It's so cold that vodka.
Seriously, like I'm
freezes
starting to be concerned if there's any liquor in that friggin' water.
I know, like, or someone's been putting salt in the water or something. And even then. But I know, I mean, look, I went to Walmart, I left that in the trailer, and now it's solid, so.
Yeah, so it is literally solid
And that's
still.
4 liters.
Vodka mix. Vodka would literally, even if I sniffed a cap of vodka right now, it would just destroy me. I promise that. Diesel dogs. Diesel does gel up and gets really cold. In Canada, they do add all the anti-gel and all that, but a little extra might help. Good idea to have keeping the tank warm. And yeah, absolutely. That's what I found the best of. What I could do is just, trying to keep the tank warm and the fuel as warm as we can before it leaves to go outside, so then it's a better chance of reaching the heater before freezing. I know when Matt came in, he seen it and he was like, diesel's bomb, right?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't worried about that. And Chris made the joke, he's like, yeah, well, what happens if you burn to death in minus 50?
Yeah, are you gonna feel the cold when you're burning to death?
Just sitting in the van, the flames are building, and you're like, I still want to go outside, dude.
Between the two, somehow you just feel comfortable.
You just stand in the door, you keep the door open, stand in the doorway. Well, that would it be dangerous to tap a gas tank over a diesel in the van? I don't think it really makes a difference between tapping diesel or gas. Watch, reconnect. It's gonna tell me. Are we still good? Hey everybody, what's up? Hey Bruce. How you doing? Rachel, the Duke, how you doing, girl? What are you doing up? Good. Hey, thanks, Vanna, for putting a Patreon link up. That's awesome, brother. Appreciate that. Are you doing over there? Is your hand falling off yet?
Well, it's there. It's getting there.
I'm not sure what kind of water this is.
Yeah, I think somebody slipped you vodka.
No.
No, it's probably.
My guts normally tell me, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, the
Yeah.
newfieism in me, it might just cross off, right? I don't drink, folks, just so you all know. I'm all jacked up on Monster Energy.
It wouldn't do anyone any favors when it's this cold right now.
No.
Too hot or too cold, I mean, you get dehydrated, I guess, or something.
Is that seriously still liquid?
It is, but you know, I figure we're getting to the point where if I could pour an icicle, like once it gets really cold, you can kind of start pouring it, and then it'll solidify on its way down. But yeah.
I'm starting to get concerned about the water I'm drinking, boys.
Yeah.
Danny Dyer, what's up? Well, Matt was telling us that thing, but Tim Hortons guy, you drink the cleaner.
Oh yeah, with the lawsuit for it.
You never know, man.
Yeah, there was a booster juice here in the city that they were washing their vegetables, like, or their fruits with like detergent. They got caught. I don't know.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Especially scary for me. I don't have taste buds, right? So.
You just drink it right down. You won't even.
Yeah, I just be poisoning myself all the time, and I ain't realizing it. That's why I don't cook chicken very often. That's why I cook everything with beef jerky. I know it's good. Rachel, what size hoodie do you wear, Bruce? What do you think, medium? I don't buy clothes for
Everything shrinks. It's hard to like. I always just get it like an extra large.
Yeah, but you matter pudgy.
I am pudgy. Yeah. And mine is 50. I'd rather be pudgy.
Yeah. But you're warmer than I am.
I need every carb I can get. I was like eating pizza crust before, and I was like, man, if I had like a. This is not the season you shed weight.
No, not at all. Skinny guys like me die in this weather.
No, I'd say go with the large because then something will shrink, right?
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Like if it's cotton, right?
Yeah, medium or large, something like that. It's been so long since I bought myself like a new hoodie or something. I don't even know. Like honestly, someone asked me my pant size right now. I don't know. I would have to look at my Amazon wish list. I think I got a pair of pants on there. Like I measured it one time, but now I can't remember numbers. So yeah. All right, let's kill this puppy. It's nice warmer here now, anyway. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, if I threw it in the air right now, it would probably do something.
There, screw it. Let's just throw it in the air and see what
You want to see it? Because I'm saying just throw it in the air. I mean,
you guys want to see him throw it in the air?
I'm still surprised. It's going to turn into ice and then hit the ground or something.
If not, we're just going to get soaked.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you guys.
I'll try to do it.
Flick it like, you know what I mean? A woman would do with her hair. In the, yeah, like in the ocean in the Bahamas or something. Oh, I heard. Oh. Yeah? Was it slushy? Was a good attempt anyway. We tried, folks.
If it was boiling, it would have turned into like a glass of floating away or something.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't mastered it yet. All I know is I'm freezing. Like there's literally an icicle on my exhaust. Oh, I almost lost my Monster Energy. If Chris is short, then he took his build like a turtle. Then he too is build like a turtle. I think you mean. Okay. I smell diesel, do you?
Yeah, it smells like kerosene in here, or diesel, or what do you want to call it?
Did you try your heater lately?
No, I think I'm just gonna wait because.
Wait till spring.
We're gonna make that trip this morning for propane because I was so blessed to have rain and sunlight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna be
once
taking.
I fill it up, I'll just charge the batteries.
There you go.
Because then I got a whole tank to just kind of let it like.
Idle away for a while.
I'll give them a good like hour.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been on this now like what? Wow, 91 minutes. So we were basically idling almost an hour on this, right? And that's like a heat cycle. Now I can keep it off for like 3-4 hours.
They were nice and charged the batteries. Now.
Yeah.
That charge controller, like I would have gotten the wrong one for sure if I hadn't had your advice.
Oh,
I got the solar one or something.
The charge controller is just amazing.
Doomed to get the wrong one. I think that's like having a community. You get people that have like great ideas. And
yeah, everybody can kind of discuss stuff and see what works best for everybody, right? And that's exactly why we didn't rush into getting Crystal a heater as well, because even though she's in a Jeep, it's minus 50 and everybody needs heat and stuff. She is fine, and she's pretty resilient to the point where she doesn't even think herself she might need a heater, because if the cold temps, are not forever, right? It's just winter. How are your batteries holding up? They're holding up okay. In these kind of temperatures with Starlink and laptop charging and everything else, I do a lot of idling anyway, so it's hard to really tell if they're taking a beating and stuff, but they're doing okay. As far as I know, they're doing okay. Now that I have that 10 amp charger and I can plug into a building, if it ever did come down to it, I could always find somewhere to plug in.
Built like a turtle.
Built like a turtle. You need an open pot or bowl in order for that to work. At least 4 or 5 cups of water. See, I knew we were doing it wrong. Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. I'm not instructional.
It's not the temperature that's wrong.
Yeah,
it is minus 50.
Yeah, it's the guy's doing it. That's the problem,
that
man.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not on the TikTok. I guess,
We're not. Yeah, we're not TikTok. This is YouTube. We're not on TikTok.
Just
we can't make that happen.
A 15-second video where you just failed miserably and people like swipe left.
Yeah. Remember one of those blooper reels where the guy gets sculled by the water?
I saw that one too.
Yeah. Do you have a CO2 detector in there? No, I don't currently have a CO2 detector. There was a woman who was very nervous of her, the carbon monoxide inside her vehicle. I was kind of concerned as well, so I gave her mine. I'll get another one in the future, but honestly, I've got so many door gaps and stuff, like, my curtain moves, the wind blows, so I got a nice bit of ventilation in here anyway. For the most part, I keep a window cracked, almost always, so. Bruce, you can run a heat dock from your van to her Jeep. I don't have that much power, Vernon. With my diesel heater running all night, if she were to plug in a heated blanket, I'd probably wake up at about 12:01. But Matt, Mr. Blair, has a really big Blue Eddy that he was mentioning. He would do that if it came down to it. I'm with Crystal and believe the blankets are the best. They keep you warm. They keep you warm, not the space around you. Exactly, yeah. Once me and Chris were mentioning that earlier too. Once you're under the blankets, you're good.
Cover your scalp.
Cover your scalp. I usually
that's
put my head under the blankets.
Stick out, and then your head's the top of your head's really cold.
Yeah.
Cover all the spots, because anything that's exposed, you're gonna feel it.
I usually go right under the blankets every time.
Yeah.
So Crystal's the same way as me. She puts her head underneath the blankets, and she was saying that, like, The only time she gets cold is when she gets out from under the blankets to pee or whatever. I'm totally with her on that. You know, I don't. I'm the same way. When I'm sleeping in the cold with no heater, I'm right underneath the blankets as well. You'd be surprised what the human body can survive just with a couple blankets. It's gonna be 22 degrees here today in South Texas. I say this all the time. You guys have to adopt. Using a wood stove for a few years in my Class C that I gutted and insulated. Nice, nice. I also used to have a motorhome as well. I believe it was a Class C. The one that looks like a van but has the overhead whatever. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I totally redid that one as well. It's 26 feet. But the one thing I did notice with the motorhomes is that everywhere you go, you're going to get noticed. So I opted to come down to, I've always been living in cars and stuff, so even a van is a big home for me. Rockin' Vanlife. I don't trust the diesel heaters. They always break, it seems. Do you have backup heater when it goes down? Yes, so I can idle my van. I have a propane single burner Coleman stove. I also have a propane single, like the small green tank heater I got from Sarah Rose. What else do I have? I got a heated blanket. I got a weighted blanket. I got multiple blankets. I got multiple layers of hoodies and clothes. I got a snowsuit. What else we got, Chris? I'll light a fire in there if it comes down to it.
I mean, if you have a propane tank, if you can run propane,
yeah,
then you can heat the air enough to get some rest.
It's moist, but it'll do.
In a pinch, it really.
Heated blankets use 150 watts. Got to keep the batteries warm though. So the one that I gave Crystal takes 45 watts, full power. Van, like and subscribe. Thanks, brother. Here the wood heaters are not practical with smell and sourcing wood. I don't think sourcing wood would be too hard. Well, in Canada anyway. I know a lot of different places on the planet would be a little bit trickier, but here in Canada, I don't think sourcing wood would be too hard. You know, there's lots of free pallets and trees around, and dried trees and dead trees and branches. But I don't think they're really practical for living in your vehicle around residential areas, because from my experience anyway, anybody that I've seen even pull up on this street, and this street's pretty quiet, with a wood stove, most times they get a call that question if it's a meth plant or something.
Yeah, bylaws.
Yeah, I'm sure there's definitely a bylaw.
They'll be like, you can't have a fire inside your vehicle. Not to mention what the insurance company would say if they found out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Christina Mann's on that. She's against municipal. Well, I don't know any of that.
It looks like your vehicle's on fire too. I mean, the fire department might just show up and be like, "Is your car up? Are you okay? Is your car on fire?"
Like, I honestly didn't even know that my propane tank sitting behind my seat was illegal until somebody mentioned it. Mind you, I still went another year and a half, 2 years with it like that, but it's because it works, right? Almost safe.
Safety first, then teamwork.
Safety third.
Safety third?
Safety third. How much is a heated sleeping bag at Walmart? I'm not sure, Vernon. Actually, I don't even know if Walmart has heated sleeping bags. It would be a new product for me that I haven't seen. But Crystal right now has 2 heated blankets, so she'll be fine. I keep hearing from people in cold like this more than one heat. So absolutely, in this kind of cold, you need multiple heat sources. The Van Nut is the man, I'm telling you. You're absolutely right, Copper Vixen. We watch you. We watch you shopping Bruce the other day, Canadian Tire. Our prices doubled here in Ontario. Ugh. Not legal. Whoopsie. Yeah. Like I mentioned, it's not exactly a instructional and learn how channel. This is a my life channel, so you might see it here. You know what I mean? It's like drifting in the parking lot, right? I like doing it.
You had a really good drift coming down this road, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
The whole van was sideways. I was blown away. And it's still within control, like perfect control, like that really Tokyo, how they do it in Tokyo, I imagine, I don't know.
I used to drift in big body cars, see, so.
It's that rear wheel is so much fun.
I love drifting so much. Heated sleeping bags on Amazon. Good to know. If you know anybody who needs to park for the winter, it's free here. Nice. If it gets too bad out there, you can go over to Van Nut's house. Absolutely. Can you imagine all of us just roll up to his house? That'd be hilarious. It's a little bit of a drive from us right now, Vernon, but not like horribly far. It's closer than Innisfail, I believe. Yeah, definitely closer than Innisfail. It's getting ridiculous.
Is the link?
It's the link. She's cold.
Call Elon Musk.
Call Elon Musk. Tell him. Listen there. It's only minus 50. Why is my Starlink not working?
Yeah, it's only
minus. But yeah, we've had a lot of offers for people saying that we can go to their place and stay and stuff like that. And to be honest with you guys, like going into a house or retreating to some kind of situation like that. Now, you know, we joke about it and say like we're real van lifers, but it's true, you know. In my hardest situations ever, like feeling like I'm freezing to death and there's no hope for nothing, I curl up in the back of this van or any kind of vehicle and you just ride it out, you know. It doesn't even come to my mind to revert to a house. So as much as I appreciate it, and I greatly do, you know, we're totally fine. We're survivors, you know. Sure, it gets cold. Sure, we get hungry. Sure, we run out of fuel. Sure, vehicles radiator freeze. All right. Sometimes we can't feel our toes, but we are survivors, right? Like, if I start freezing right now, Chris is like, look, I can touch him.
Yeah.
Hey, boom.
Yeah.
That's how close we are.
That's
right? Matt,
Mr.
over there.
Fleur.
I could fire a rock at Matt or a snowball and hit him, wake him up, and he'd be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Even I miss the vehicle if I'm away for more than a day.
Yeah.
Even
I'm totally the same way.
I'm like I can't.
When I was out in BC with Mark the Paint Guy, staying next to Lorna's house, the entire time, I came in to use the bathroom, shower, and eat. That was it.
I wish I was in my van.
The whole time I was in my van. Like, they came out to see me in my van from their house. That's how much I was in my van. So, yeah, we definitely, we stick to our lifestyle, you know. Like, we're in this lifestyle for a reason. Good, bad, ugly, all the trials and tribulations that come with it. This is the lifestyle we chose, you know. And we're sticking to it. I see a lot of videos too on YouTube of people talking about like they can't handle van life or it's too cold for them or they've got a. That's nothing wrong with it, but you know, to me it always speaks of somebody that, you know, don't do well in a high stressed environment. I've had motors blow on me in the middle of the cold storm, and I was just like, well, look around for blankets, I guess. Pack up in jackets. Or we're walking, one or the other. Costco sells cases of hand warmers. You can throw a bunch in the sleeping bag until you are toasty.
I used them before and they never. So it's like a chemical reaction, right?
Yeah, I
In the
never.
bag and you mix it together and it heats up. I used it in really cold temperatures once and it didn't even take off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's a limit to how much
Yeah.
before the chemical reaction actually heats them up.
I think everything
They're
is.
neat though. You put them in your gloves or they call them hot paws and stuff like that.
I think I have a few of those the subscriber gave me.
Yeah. I think one thing that's weird is when you're sleeping, and I wouldn't be surprised with Crystal. You're sleeping in a sleeping bag with a number of blankets. You actually have to take your socks off.
Yeah, Vernon, I did run out of paper towels. I gotta go get some tomorrow. He noticed the paper towel.
In there, yeah. You gotta sleep barefoot. Something about the blood circulation or something, the heat circulation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always end up, even in -40, like I end up barefoot or something.
I slept in snowbanks with friends in high school, man.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely lots on Facebook Marketplace for sure.
That diesel cab heater that's in the bus that we installed, the three of us, that was $100 on Facebook Marketplace in the packaging.
There you go. Yeah, Chris got his on Facebook Marketplace. But so you can find. I've noticed that you can find them on Facebook Marketplace for like $100 or so in the box, like Chris did. But they're also only like 130 new. But if you can find them like Chris did in the box, all brand new, then you're good to go. It's new is new, and new is no more reliable than it is what I've come to understand.
You know, that mine's not working either though, so I should. Mine's not working though, so I really shouldn't say anything. Like I got a deal, but it's not even running right now. But that's just the cold.
Oh yeah, it's just a cold. Cold kills everything, man. One of those things hanging from the sea. So those are camera mounts for at one point I was thinking about doing like, cooking or whatever, but my cooking is nothing to be videotaped, I can promise you that. So it didn't really come in handy too much. I'm gonna be switching up that camera point and putting it somewhere else because I don't have the stove here anymore, so maybe I'll just turn it for if I ever get these doors fixed, and then I could sit here and show you guys my view. That'd be a better camera angle. For the most part, it's just been busting me in the forehead every day.
Vernon sees all.
Vernon sees all, yeah, this is very true. Here in Calgary, Alberta, and I seem to be having technical difficulties with my Starlink. I'm not gonna call up Elon Musk and complain quite yet because I understand it is -50 outside and the poor guy should be in here being warm with us anyway. But I thought I would jump in and do a quick live stream to let you guys know how we're doing in these -40s and further below temperatures, We are surviving. Thank you guys all so much for all of your support. And if you guys would like to help support the channel and keep us doing stuff like being able to help Chris and other people with stuff like fuel, diesel heaters like Vern's been helping a lot of people out with. Thank you so much for that, brother. And all the other subscribers who really just kick in and help everybody out, I want to give it a quick update on Brian up the hill, the guy with double pneumonia I did a diesel heater install for. The engine that he had in his van, the blown up engine, he didn't end up getting an engine for his van. But from what I heard and I seen up in the parking lot, I gotta go check it out. We're gonna do an update on that. But from what I've seen in the parking lot, apparently someone who watches my channel, thank you very much. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you very much for doing such a kind thing. Brian now has a ambulance, so we're gonna be going to check that out very soon, which is super cool. So yeah, just an update on Brian. I've been meaning to call our boy John, so I'm going to be calling John here soon and doing an update on him, the guy who was in Shorty Motorhome with Sheba, who recently bought a house. So we're going to be checking in with everybody, making sure everybody survived the cold. So lots of updates coming, lots of videos coming. Once this cold snap's done, I'm going to head out, just not far from here, but just out a little bit so I can get a bunch of editing done. Once I know all of the SOSs are taken care of and everybody's not freezing or anything like that, then I could take some more time for me. But I couldn't leave everybody in the parking lot to fend for themselves, and I'm glad we did come back because, you know, we got a lot done. Like, you know, whole power and diesel heater install on this guy's back.
We had fun doing it too.
Oh, it was such a blast, right? So, you know, Mr. Blair was the guy who actually first suggested it. You see the temperature and he was like, you know, we should head back. Like, it's going to get cold. So, thank you very much for helping us, for suggesting that. And definitely, it's good advice. Anyway, you guys, we're going to end the video, or the live stream off here. I hope you all have a warm and safe night. If you guys would like to help support the channel, as I was saying before, I got distracted. Yeah, you can always join YouTube memberships and or Patreon and join our live 24/7 chat on Patreon. You can jump off the live chat right now, jump right on the live chat, ask questions, share stories, or just conversate into the entire thing. But yeah, you guys have a good night, and remember, never give up on living life, because life is the most precious thing we have. See you on the next one. Turtle, 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 turtle.